Hey NL, Spindrift uses real fruit juice for flavoring, unlike bubbly. Okay, but like if it uses real fruit juice for flavoring, I don't have anything against heavy U piece energy. What a name. I don't have anything against fruit juice, but like, is it still 0 calorie, or what? Is it? It must have like a negligible amount of calories or something. It's like 9 calories, okay, 5 calories is like, I'll give you that one. That's 0. I'm not gonna split hairs over 5 calories. Also, I don't know if they sell it in Canada. I've still never seen it in any of my local grocery stores. Let me be a half driver. You can feel those 5? You can't feel those 5, okay? Have you talked about the thing that sprays a scent? Hang on. It sprays a scent so it makes you take something when you drink it, taste something when you drink it, but it doesn't actually add anything to the water? I've never seen that. Nor heard of it. It's an interesting idea, but I'm very skeptical of any scientific invention that invokes smells. Because I feel like I have been waiting for smell-based technology to reach the mainstream for like 30 years. And every year, it's like, next year, the Internet of Smells is coming out. Games that can, when you shoot somebody in The Last of Us and they shout, "Don't kill me, I have a child," you will be able to smell their Aqua Velva cologne. Well, this is a horrible start, unfortunately. There's a lot. Listen, I like the capybara, but I kind of feel like we need to stabilize ourselves with a little bit of musk oxen. Not the otter, man. Come on. Come on, how dare you? Okay, give me something like that. Not buying an apple. Who do you think I am? Tim Cook? I will buff you slightly. And I think you got to give yourself a chance on a jellyfish. Smell-o-vision would make Twitch go crazy. I just don't know what kind of bandwidth you would need. I guess you wouldn't live transmit a smell, right? You would simply be like, I want today's stream to smell like coconuts, and then it would like emit or something. I don't want a live smell. What's your stench right now? I mean, I'll give it to you straight. On average, like, I smell pretty good. Not the best smelling person in the world. That would probably be Mouth, honestly. But I shower every morning, literally like 15 minutes before the stream starts, so. Okay, you know what? Forget the jellyfish. I'm not like other moms. I'm a cool mom. Give me some of that. Take on babies smelling good? I don't think you have to have kids to think that babies smell good. I think that's just something that's kind of like baked into the human genome. They do smell good. There's something about, I don't know what it is, but it's like a new car smell. It's called Air Up. Someone said Stans can't stop talking about it. You okay, Tomo? Tomo, you're probably freaking out because like the baby threw up, right? Which is crazy because the baby does not freak out when you throw up. So like, honestly, you should have some respect. We're so back. You know what they should do? I shouldn't even tell you this because this is a good idea. One moment, please. Too late for the capybara, I'm sorry to say. Okay, if you're going to force my hand, take some of this. And honestly, I can't really believe I'm doing this, but take some of this, I suppose. $1 million idea right here. It's the same, it's a 24 pack of water, 12 pack of water with the air up, so it sprays something as you drink it, but it gives 0 calories. But it's like the Birdie's bean swazzles. You know, the ones where some of them taste like buttered popcorn and some of them taste like vomit. And you don't know till you crack the can. So sometimes you're like, oh my God, passion fruit. And sometimes you're like, diarrhea. You gotta drink it. You gotta drink 330 milliliters of diarrhea. Oh, dude, that would go crazy on college campuses. Don't worry about it. Philadelphia is not a big college town. Okay, we're still so back, even though I think this ox is going to fall off soon. Oh, man, that would be sick. I'm bringing that idea to Shark Tank. Mark Cuban, can you explain to me why someone would willingly want to drink diarrhea? Mark, just relax. Mark, you got to use your imagination for this one, okay? I drank some foul tasting things in my life. Europe has a lot to answer for. One time when we still used our P.O. box, somebody sent us something called Underberg, and it's like a Northern European digestif that tastes like pure poison, and it's alcoholic. It's goated. It is not goated, okay? They sent us like a 6-pack of Underberg, and I remember we had a friend over, and we were already a little intoxicated, and then we were like, you should try this. And he drank the Underberg, and we were like, he was like, this is one of the most foul-smelling things and foul-tasting things I've ever experienced in my entire life. And we're like, yeah, that's the point. And then, like, overnight, he threw up in our house, but he threw up in the sink instead of the toilet, and then, like, cleaned the drain. But the drain, for, like, 6 months, it never smelled the same. It was... not an ideal situation, let's put it that way. Pill me? I mean, I'm not even salty about the last round. Like, we're simply not going to beat a level 3 ox, okay? I'm looking at my opponent. I'm looking at my team. My team is ass as far as I'm concerned. How come drunk people always aim for the sink rather than the toilet? I think there's an experience level too. I mean, there's a couple of reasons, okay? Sometimes you'll be pooping, and then you're like, oh, I gotta throw up, because alcohol has that effect on, like, every orifice. Sometimes you go to the bathroom, and you're like, I'm definitely not gonna throw up. And then you're like, well, why are you in the bathroom then? And they're like, oh, I just feel like it would be nice to be in the bathroom right now. And then, like, a minute later, they're like, can I get a pill? Bro, I'm cooked if I don't get a pill. I'm probably cooked if I do get a pill. A monkey is kind of like a pill, if you think about it. I guess you're gone, and then we're gonna try something like this. Why am I buffing you though? No, because you got to do it this way. Yeah, okay, that's the way to do it. A pill, thank you. You're too good to me. It might be too little, too late. I guess I should have just probably killed you, but we'll see. Hey, Tomo. I think you should move, buddy. This muskox is cooked. Oh, I'm sorry. Unlike everybody else in the lobby, actually, nobody has a jelly. Well, there's one jellyfish. This is a new era. I was expecting to be like, unlike everybody else in the lobby, I didn't get 4 clownfish and 2 jellyfish and then 17 blobfish and all pills in the shop. Instead, we got 1 muskox. I was kind of expecting to see more. Do you want to show yourself? Like the landmark song from Frozen 2? No? You want to leave? No, you want to stay? Okay, we don't know. Hoi. If he doesn't want to be on the screen, he doesn't want to be on the screen. He wants the pets, though. Don't go to the courts. Get out of the courts. Please, please. I can't be this cooked this early. Let me kill this guy and... Oh, we're this... Go out! He's doing a 180-degree tail whip into the microphone cord. He's lost his mind. Okay. I think we got to do this. We're losing a lot of ranking points right now. I'm not thrilled about that. What do you got for me? This is a big one. That's not really what I'm looking for, but it could be worse, I suppose. Okay, okay. It's still pretty terrible. For sure. And I mean, like, this ox is going nowhere. Please just give me some garbage teams. I don't think this is a garbage team. I'm just gonna say it. It's not a garbage team. It doesn't seem that good, but it's definitely better than mine. You could be a hater on this one if you want. We kind of got, like, horrible shops. We made some mistakes. We should have pilled this stuff in front of the ox, but our shops were kind of, like, pure ass as well. We got one ox invested in it, and then we got none oxes after that. No jellyfish. We did get clownfish, but no jellyfish. Hey, NL, I saw the Dan Giesling video. Your jawline's crazy. Thank you, I think. I appreciate that. How about a smug underdog? Especially considering I filmed it in true boomer fashion, like 15 degrees below the horizon, pointed up. Normally, like, whenever people shoot vlogs, they always posted, like, this is the camera angle, like they hold the camera at a MySpace camera angle. And you're like, holy cow, I thought you were like 5'6", 290, but you look fucking slim, king. How'd you manage? I guess you just wear it well. Okay, you got me. Stop saying I slammed my penis into the car door. I slammed my penis into the car door. All I ask for is a positive start here. If I could just get not killed again. Moths are just the king this week. If you don't get moths early, you got nothing to do. I might have missed it. Is TCSM officially cooked because of the toxicity? It has been about 18 minutes of gameplay since we last played the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So that's the first part. It's not officially cooked. You know, because it was the game that we played most recently right before this. The second element is there is no official statement coming one way or the other, you know? There's no board of directors. There's no... Fuck me, I'm taking another ox. Let's go! I actually, if I'm being honest with you, I had an amazing starfish run off camera. I'm willing to give it a try. Starfish can be interesting this week. Obviously, our order is scuffed here. You just got to work with me for a second. Moths make me think... it's probably okay. Motherfucker. Anyway, which is to say, I actually... You piece of shit. I don't think it's cooked. Completely. I do think we need a private lobby, though. Because, like, it just wasn't, like, fun to get nonstop griefed, honestly. It wasn't even like they were griefing and like, oh, like we lost this one. Like a lot of the games that we... It has to be done. A lot of the games that were like the least fun were ones where we killed like 3 or 4 survivors. It was just a pain in the ass because it was like 30 minutes. Or, yeah, you could play as 4 survivors as well. Or vetted chat members. But like I was talking about it with the lads. Thank God. I think that you need the Texas Chainsaw Massacre is one of those games where you like have to have a rapport. You cannot simply play it with randoms in solo queue. Thanks for nothing. Because you need to... There's like an incentive to be a shitter, in my opinion. So you have to play with people where if they are mean, there are consequences to their behavior. Like we can play it with all of our friends, because if anybody's ever griefing, we would be like, stop that. Or if anybody's too good, we would be like, okay, great game, but you can't play Leatherface anymore. You know, you get the idea, because you have to have like a good balance between this stuff. I think, at least. I think of it more like setting up for like a board game night than like, oh, this is like the most cracked multiplayer experience of our lives. Okay. I mean, at some point we got to figure out what we're doing here. I'm sorry to say that I think I am going to commit to the muskox, at least temporarily, and then it's like I simply can't really get rid of the marmoset here. I was hoping, like, maybe at some point, obviously it's a bit of a pipe dream, but I was hoping maybe we would get a blobfish, but we may not be so lucky. Someone's already dead. No disrespect, that was like round 5. What happened to TCM? I mean, nothing happened. It was just all the games we played yesterday for like an hour and a half. It was like, I mean, the survivors were just being annoying. I don't mean like annoying, like how dare they try to, you know, live. That hurts. I mean annoying as in like, there would be like, the door would be open and they like wouldn't go out the door. And then you would run up to them. And then they would have like Leland knock you down. And then you would get up and then they would stab you in the shoulder with like bone shards. And then as soon as you recovered, they would stab you in the shoulder with a bone shard. And then the door would close and they would like go back to the basement and open up another door. And you're like, just win, bro. Just win. It's really funny. It's funny, like, I can understand why you would say that, librarian. It's going to go off in a compilation. But when you're actually the person out there, you know, waiting 45 minutes for the round to end, even though they obviously clear your ass, you know, unless you're Dota pilled, you can understand why I wouldn't be that into that. Okay, I'm sorry to say for now, we have to eat one loss on this platypus, in my opinion, to keep double the starfish going. Not a single blobfish, man. It really makes you think. What if you gave me a starfish? You didn't? You didn't? Come on. I'm getting on a 19-hour flight tonight. Any tips? There's nothing... you don't need a tip, really. Maybe that's not what you want to hear, and maybe people will think I'm putting on airs. Okay, we got one on Todd Howard here. I appreciate that. All you got to do is just get on the airplane and watch some movies, relax. Actually, I guess I do have a tip, because I was talking about it with Chibli, because Chibli was getting on like a 17-hour flight or something ridiculous. I'll run half squatted. I don't care. Eat the whole time. And don't give me that, oh, like my macros, my macros. If the time to worry about your macros is the 99.9% of your life that you're not in the damn sky. When you're in the sky, no, you're right, it's probably a better sell there. When you're in the sky, just eat, man, to stave off the boredom. I don't know if I can eat for that long. Well, it's self-regulating. You eat till you're like not wanting to eat anymore because you're disgustingly full. And then you wait 20 minutes and you eat a little more. Food is expensive on the planes? Yeah, I mean, it's going to be expensive in the airport too, but you're going to go to the airport and then you're going to buy like a family-sized bag of Lay's potato chips and like a bag of pretzels, some beef jerky, and like 6 bottles of some kind of juice or something, and then just eat that. I'm telling you, the flight will go by so fast. For airport prices, okay, pack them yourself and save $8. I mean, it's a 19-hour flight here, so like, I feel like me personally, I feel like we have different priorities in this situation. Let's put it that way, but you should take this. Just run a links for 1 round. How we looking here? 3 people are eliminated. We might get points, man. We might. Please. Ask the stewards for ramen. It's a 19-hour flight. A packet of instant ramen is legitimately like 300 calories. Like, you gotta dream a little bigger, okay? You should take like 6,000 calories onto the airplane with you. I mean, listen, I haven't taken a 19-hour flight in my life. I've taken a few 12, 14-hour ones, etc., etc. We took a 6-hour flight from Orlando to Vancouver, and then, you know, vice versa. I guess the order was scuffed, but you get the idea. The flights, it was me, my 2-year-old, my 2 nieces, and my wife. Fastest flight of my life. You know what the difference was? We ate a meal at the airport before we left. I guess I'm not going to sell you yet. Then as soon as we got on the airplane, I just ate essentially the entire time. I can't stress it enough. Unless I was so full that I was disgusted with myself, all I did on that airplane was eat, and it changed my life, quite frankly. Holy cow, we're top half. Okay. Sell me. What were you munching on? Chips, nuts, cranberry juices, the healthy food they sell at the airport that isn't actually that healthy, like little clusters of like oats and chocolate chips and stuff like that. You name it, I was munching it, brother. The Niala is still tempting me. It is. It's tempting me. I can't deny it. Same strategy can get you through a workday. Yeah, but you got to be careful because now, like, that's something that you're going to see like 40 hours a week. I think you can get away with it on an entire day's flight, but I don't think you can get away with it, you know, for like 30% of your waking week and still like live to tell the tale, you know? Oh, we could beat him in the future. We could beat him in the future. This is the pivot, okay? We'll combine starfish, but not this turn. Next turn. This turn. Fuck. I forgot it doesn't give you an elite Andy. All right, well. I'm just telling you from my experience. I know you're like, here's all the reasons in my head why it wouldn't work. Here's the reasons in the world why it did fucking work. I fucking did it. It changed my life. I am going to binge eat on every single flight I ever take for the rest of my life. That's over 4 hours. 4 hours, you just eat something at the airport, hop on the airplane, watch a movie. You know, it takes 4 hours to watch a 2-hour movie because they don't. The screen starts working when you sit down, and then when they boot up the fucking engine, they go ram ram, like all the screens turn off, and then they turn back on. Sometimes it saves your progress. Sometimes, no matter what, though, you got to watch the ads all over again that are like, "Please invest in this hedge fund," and you're like, "Brother, I'm flying economy to Orlando." Like, you got the wrong kind of advertising targeting going here. Well, we might be cooked. We'll see. This is such a strange opinion. I don't know whether to +2 or -2. You/Goggy when you make a joke. I don't know how to react to this. Hang on. Problem is, we're like done with our starfish scaling. So I think you take Highland Cow for now, and there's a little prayer. Any chance we might be in 4th? At 4th, we could even lose points. We're dead as hell. Let me look at this, okay? Yep. Everybody has a camel up front with 50 HP. Hair, toss, check my nails. Baby, how you feeling? Feeling dead as hell. So true. Eat my ass. Camel users. Highland Cow should be placed better. Okay, what's the name of the annoying dude from Recess? Randall? Okay, Randall. Man, that's gonna really... I apologize if your name is actually Randall. Because that's like 2 burns for the price of 1. It must be done. Let me look at this here. Yeah, I mean, you gotta run it like that. Randall is such a shitter name too. I mean, if you're he's a bad guy in Monsters Inc. too. You're not wrong. There's probably some nice Randalls out there, but I feel like if you're a nice Randall, you've got to be like, actually, my name's Randy. I don't know if this is just based on my high school experience, but I feel like if your name is Randy, you are kind of like destined to become... They changed their order. Can you believe this? I don't know what you're destined to become, but it wasn't going to be something flattering. Let's put it that way. All right. -1! Dude, I came 4th! That's crazy! Okay, run me back. By the way, again, you can see the results of this for yourself in the videos. The average elo of my Super Auto Pets opponent on stream is like 1,600. It's fucking... it's disgusting. It's insane. The average elo when I record and don't like broadcast that I'm going to be recording it is like 1423. It's crazy, man. It's a starkly different world. You get more points versus 1600s though. Well, yeah, if your results are equal. Isaac Newton. It's also, listen, I'm not... There are some people who don't take advantage of the stream sniping, but there are definitely some people who do. Just saying, you could look at the results, and it's probably still a statistically insignificant sample size. But there's a stark difference in the results on stream and the results on video. That's all I'm going to say. Some of that can maybe be explained by distracted attention while I'm like reading chat. Some of it must be explained by better players wanting to play on stream versus not knowing that I'm live. That hurts. Or not knowing that I'm recording, I should say. But some of it is definitely explained. There's no other reason than a little bit of stream sniping at the end. You can't stream snipe in SAT? You can. You absolutely. Hang on, this is important. You can a little bit at least. Like if someone's got a death touch unit, if you see that I've got a death touch unit first, you're gonna move your like big ass unit a couple back, and you're gonna put your like 3-4 monkey at the front to counter my scorpion, and then your big unit's gonna go num 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 num. You totally can. Maybe not in these early rounds. I mean, that depends on your level of dedication, but there needs to be a word for this, by the way. I've been brainstorming this in my head because I was talking about it yesterday. And I don't have any definitive data to back this up, but I was talking about how there's like a secret, there must have been a secret sauce in the 1950s where everybody that started a hamburger stand ended up turning it into like a multi-international franchise, right? Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's, Hardee's, In-N-Out, Five Guys. It said Five Guys is probably a little older, but anyway, without even looking it up, it's all these maladaptive thinking pattern Andes. They don't have any evidence except that in a stats class they learned about survivorship bias. Called this observer bias. This one is actually it was caused. This is just something we call the McDonald's fallacy. You need a knowledge of logical fallacies and biases is very important. Don't get me wrong. It can help you avoid falling into thinking patterns that don't serve you well. But you need to combine that with looking at the evidence itself. Otherwise, you are exercising the fallacy of ignorance, which is that you haven't even looked at the fucking data and you're like, I bet this fallacy explains why you're wrong. We need to look at the data, man. It's the same motherfuckers like if you were talking to a doctor and you were like, well, my doctor said that I should like eat fruits because they're good for me. They would be like, that's an appeal to authority. Yeah, your ass, though, has no authority. So I would rather appeal to the authority of my doctor than somebody in Twitch chat who's done the Khan Academy bit on, logical fallacies so they can do better in their online debates. I don't want to fight Hey It's Jordan anymore. This is like the third time I fought them in 5 rounds. They've got a good team. Can I fight some teams that are horrible, please? Can I fight some garbage teams? What are your thoughts on that? Okay, listen, it's not a Mexican alien, okay? It's an alien that was revealed by Mexico, and it's real. It has to be real because it looks fake. I don't know what fallacy that is. If it looked real, I would be very suspicious. I would be like, that looks too real to be real. The fact that it just looks like a thirsty guy, the truth is out there, brother. It's just tall Yoda. My hypothesis is that it wouldn't, if the fake alien they had made to trick people looked that shitty, they wouldn't show it. They would just be like, we have an alien corpse. And we'll get back to you in 6 to 8 weeks. Please. Don't do this to me. Don't. Okay, thank God. Careful, they have front-facing eyes. They might be predators. I never thought about it that way. That's a scary thought. I'm not taking jellyfish. It's too late for that. Interesting. Interesting way to think about things. At least we can get early monkey out of this or something. You ever see that thread on Twitter where the guy was like, here's all the scientific reasons that like Coke is better for you than water? And it was all like, yeah, there's like some sugar in it, but like look at the minerals versus like water has like almost none minerals. Look at all the micronesium that Coke contains, which is very important for calcium uptake in your bones and stuff like that. We are raising a new breed of insane person on the internet these days. Put me up against Hey It's Jordan again. No? You gotta do what you gotta do. Sorry to say you've served your purpose. Did you see the glasses are frauds take? Yep, I saw that one. These people have always existed, but there's definitely like a new degree that the insanity is being spotlighted for sure. There's some crazy ones. One of them is, you don't need glasses. If you stop wearing glasses, your eyes will get better. It is true that when you start wearing glasses, your eyes get worse, but that's because you can finally like see for the first time in your life. Like you'll always need to get stronger glasses until your eyes get so bad they can't get bad anymore. But the other one that I wasn't really like fully aware of the existence of this. That's a nasty team right there. There's a generation of grifter that is anti-sunscreen, and I don't mean, like, don't get it twisted. I don't mean that they're like, you should use sunscreens that like don't have this chemical in them. I mean they're literally like, you should tan and burn yourself in the sun. Skin cancer is like made up by the deep state. And what's crazy is that like probably like one of them is watching this video and they're gonna be like, normally I vibe with NL and his jokes, but this one kind of hit close to home. You should really do your own research before you like jump to conclusions like this. It's sad that you've been co-opted by the Illuminati to promote fucking I don't even know the name of sunscreen brand anymore. Coconut Billies or whatever. Coppertone. Good answer, good answer. Do not take me on Family Feud if you know that the category is going to be brands of sunscreen. Clearly, I'm not your guy. Dude, that's what you get, Jordan! Well, I've got to go to a work meeting. Have fun, everybody. I'm sorry about all this stuff I said about sunscreen, okay? I don't know. I haven't done my own research. I'm joking. You're probably a sunscreen believer, if I had to guess. I was talking to my dermatologist. He said you should put on sunscreen like every time you think about leaving your house. Seems like good advice, man. I can't believe I'm doing this, but... That being said, do I follow that advice? Not really. I would say, on average, if I'm going outside for more than... I know I'm going to be out and about for more than 60 minutes, I will put sunscreen on. And I always put it on my kid. But if I'm just going outside for a bit, I do not put it on. I know that I should, but I'm like, everybody's got to make their choice. We all make We all may pick the trade-off we're okay with, you know? People will be like, I put sunscreen on all the time, but I still eat like processed meats or whatever. I understand. We've all got to, you got to pick your poison in this world. My God, please tell me we can get some elo points here. We're in the top half, so just one more person. We don't have the kind of scaling that would allow me to feel good about running a leopard, I think. I definitely do not mind the idea of rolling something like this for this. I mean, our lack of scaling is going to catch up with us. We'll see. We're doing what we can. Now freezing the camel. I think it's too, at this stage of the game, it's too much of an investment in the camel just to get to level 3 when in all likelihood he's going to get like one tapped by every unit in the future. I think a level 3 skunk has the potential to matter a lot. I think what we might want is to get like a parrot that in the future sits behind pain. Small amount of pain, but a real amount of pain. Oh, you know what? We could have a parrot that sits behind a skunk for sure. Or I was thinking this. Actually, this was kind of exactly what I was thinking. Nyala Nurse Shark combo, and then all we need is 1-ups. But the problem is, top 3. The problem is, we only have 1 life. I think we have to try. I'd like to see some 1-ups, please. That's good, too. No 1-up? Okay, it is what it is. Honestly, I might, if we are lucky enough to live, I might sell a camel to fit a Nyala. And I know it's pure insanity. Everybody's running a fucking fat camel, bro. This is so annoying. Well, it is what it is. Someone died with a sloth. We respect that. That's called, they're welcomed into Valhalla. That's called a hero's death. If you're playing ranked and you decided to send it nonetheless, you are a hero and you deserve everything. I'm fighting for my fucking life out here, man. 3 points. It's something.